playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Velus Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. First and 10, it's Stroud. And this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down. Coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught by Dell. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell. 75 yards. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. Can execute better, and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run the option on second down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now Fields. That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. The Bears had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
But you look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Pressure comes, and down he goes. T.J. Edwards. Spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the... Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The 1st drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The 2nd drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that 1st one, not so well on the 2nd one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. That's quite a spot there for his 1st carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Henry up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go. 319, you got that? Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. That's right. Coming to the sun. I'm coming to the sun. Hey, check Mike 39.
Play action. It's Fields. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Again to Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Fields going to move them around. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again on second down, it's Stroud. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Two yards still to go. Third down now. And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fields. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On play action, Fields escaping the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Here it goes. Mike, 50. No muds. No muds. Mike, go.
Here's Fields. Out to his left. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Throwing again is Fields. Steps away. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Stroud off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Velus Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are back within a score. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. They'll run here with Pierce. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a 1st down throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. All day.
Moore, the man in motion.
11. 53 is the Mike.
Back to the air. Fields on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Monday. Motion.
From the gun, here's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Moore, the man in motion. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Pierce. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. In motion right, that's Collins. Now it's the backup Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check, 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 check. EQ. Check. 53 is the mic. Check.
Fields. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. That's a party now. Hey, can. 53. Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Angel. Let's go. Hey, we got mine.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
On the move to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They're looking to throw this. Winston flushed out right.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Jameis now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.